Hey all you cool cats and kittens. Just kidding. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Jessica and Reese Show. For today's video, I thought I would break down how I have managed to work from home and stay organized and accomplish all the things that I have done from the house, which I feel like a lot of people are having to do right now. So many people are out of work, or they are fortunate enough to be able to work from home. But if you have kids, you not only have to work from home, but now you have to be a homeschool teacher and you have to try to drink water and text everyone back and have the house kind of clean, and you have to feed everyone, and it's freaking chaos. So I thought I would jump on here and give you guys my advice for how to work from home, how to get it all done, and how to stay sane while you're doing it all. Now, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory here, because when I started working from home, I didn't start doing 100 things at once. Just like when you're learning how to juggle, you don't start juggling 100 bowling pins at once, right? You start with 1, and then 2, and then 3. Well, that's how I've been able to implement so many things in my daily life. I do a lot of stuff right now, but I didn't always start that way. So when I first started staying home, I was raising my daughter. That was my job. That was my responsibility, to take care of my little girl. And in that, I would teach her preschool stuff, and I would cook all the meals, and I would clean, and I would do everything throughout the day. Now, when I first started staying home with my daughter, I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I always had that in me. I'm the kind of person that likes to multitask, and I will work myself to death, but I understand that most people are not insane like me. Normal people do one job at a time, right? Well, for me, staying home with my little girl and raising her, as grateful as I was for that, I still felt like I wanted to be doing more, but at the same time, I made sure to remind myself how blessed I was to be able to be home with my little girl. Shortly after I had been home with my daughter for a little while, I then decided to go to school for my bachelor's degree, which I now have, but I got that from home. So keep in mind, I was a stay-at-home mom, then I was a stay-at-home mom and a student. Then we had our second daughter, and holy crap, did my life change. 1 kid is like 1 and 2 is like 20. And oh my God, our whole lives changed. Our schedules changed. I wasn't sleeping. My second daughter had she was very colicky, then she had acid reflux, and then she started teething, and it was like boom, 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 and the kid cried for like a year straight, is what I'm saying. So there would be times where I'd be typing a paper with her on the baby backpack attached to my body. That was really hard. Then when Riley started to get a little bit older, our second daughter, I then decided to start YouTube. So then I was a stay-at-home mom, I was a student, and I was a YouTuber. So one by one, I've been able to kind of just readjust and learn how to do more things. So all of that being said, I am now a stay-at-home mom. I'm just graduated with my bachelor's degree. I am a YouTuber. I'm starting a podcast in a few weeks. I'm writing an autobiography. I'm working on a secret project with another YouTuber. I am working on other things that I can't talk about right now. So I have a lot of stuff going on, and it's like, how? And I know looking in, it's like, how are you managing to do all of that? And literally, you guys, it's because I started doing one thing at a time. I would master one thing before I went on to another, and so on and so forth. Right now, you guys are being just pushed into this world of being stay-at-home parents and working from home and then trying to homeschool your kids. That's 3 different jobs. So if you feel like you're not doing a good job, you need to understand that what you're being asked to do is impossible. You literally overnight, you've been asked to do 3 different things. So if you feel like you're not doing a good job, please don't tell yourself that, because what they're asking you to do is impossible right now. So anyway, all of that being said, you guys are amazing. Just do the best that you can. Don't get overwhelmed. But my first piece of advice for working from home: get up at the same time that you always do. Try not to hit snooze. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because I think it's important to maintain that schedule. Even though it is so tempting right now to hit that snooze button and get some extra sleep, try not to, just through a Monday through Friday, right? And I'll get into that in a second. But get up, start the day, don't hit that snooze button, and make your bed. Now, this seems really small, like why? What's the point of making your bed? But I feel like, my opinion, personal, you don't have to do any of this. This is just my approach. This is just my opinion. Making your bed, even if other shit is out in the room, like in my room, it seems like the room is more calm, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna make an entire video on how I manage my anxiety, but the first piece of that is clean, minimalistic things. So even if there's other things in the room, if the biggest item in the room, which is the bed, if that is clean, it kind of compartmentalizes our brain and makes us a little bit more just relaxed. And it looks like the room is put together, and that helps us relax. So don't hit the snooze, make your bed, start through the day like you usually would. In that, my second piece of advice would be to get dressed, maybe put a little bit of makeup on, and act as if you're actually leaving the house to go to work. Now, I've been staying home for a long time. I've been working from home for a long time. And what has helped me stay productive and on time and on schedule is to act as if I'm going to the office. Act as if I'm leaving my house. Since I work from home, it's important that my brain is productive, if that makes sense. It's important for my brain to be like, okay, we're doing this, we're getting ready, and we're going. And at this point, it's not so like, oh, I have to get ready for work. It's like, it's a normal part of the day. It has just helped me stay productive. You know, there's just something about my brain if I am up and have a little bit of makeup on and I am dressed and I am ready to start the day as if I would in the real world, but I'm doing it here, it helps me stay on task. Which leads me to step number 3, which is maintain your daily schedule. I think this is so important. And I understand everyone's schedule is completely different right now, but create a schedule and stick to it. So I have found a lot of my friends right now are just Netflix and chilling, and there's nothing wrong with Netflix and chill. But if you have a lot of things that you have to accomplish throughout the day, maybe reward yourself with an hour at the end of the day to watch The Tiger King, okay? Don't binge watch shows right now. Stay productive. Keep moving throughout the day and stick to that routine. If you want to accomplish 5 things a day, then do those 5 things, and then you can watch The Tiger King. And it's important to keep yourself scheduled. Which leads me to advice number 4, which is do the thing you want to do least, do it first. If you get that task, whatever that is, out of the way at the beginning of the day, it's kind of like all downhill from there, and you have the rest of the day to just knock off some of those smaller things, whether it's laundry or, not that this is a small task, but homeschool. And it's my personal advice that you shouldn't be doing a full school schedule. I know that's unpopular. I know a lot of parents are wanting to do the full schedule, and go get it. I mean, you guys are freaking superheroes. We do about 30 minutes of homeschool a day as far as the curriculum, and the rest of it is we planted flowers and we're making cake and we're trying to implement home skills in my daughter's homeschool learning, because if she knows like I have to work, my daughter doesn't learn that way. She learns with getting her hands dirty and getting there, and she's very hands-on. She's not a pen to paper kind of learner. If she thinks she's not learning, she will learn. She's very tricky. She's basically me. So if it's fun and it's a game, then she will do it. And even though we're having fun and she's learning, her brain doesn't think she's learning. So that's my approach to homeschool. But do the thing that you want to do least first. Get that shit out the way. Tip number 5, do not aimlessly scroll. Don't pick up your phone unless you have to for work, and don't just scroll through shit. You know, I think we lose a lot of time throughout the day if we're aimlessly scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter or YouTube, and there's so much shit out there for us to just aimlessly scroll through. So try to resist doing that. Try to not do that. Tip number 6. Set alarms for yourself. That way you are making sure that you're staying on schedule and on your routine. This will keep you productive throughout the day. And for me, I don't sit down often. You know, there's a lot of time throughout the day that I'm cleaning, or I'm wiping something down, or I'm making a meal, or I'm thinking about a YouTube video, or I'm editing a YouTube video, or I'm helping with homeschool. So all throughout the day, I am so busy. And I've been trying to implement something else, which I'll get to in a second, but I set alarms for myself because I will forget. And those alarms just help keep me focused. My last piece of advice is to eat good food and take care of your body. Now, this is so hard right now because we're all quarantined in our house, so we want to eat junk food. Try to avoid doing that. Try to eat good food, because what we put into our body helps us stay productive. And I don't care what anyone says, you are what you eat. So if you eat shit food, you're gonna feel like shit. If you eat healthy food, you're gonna feel more energized. That food's gonna stay with you longer. And it's just my personal belief to try to eat clean. Now, the person that is saying that is a complete junk food, prison food addict. I love prison spreads, you guys. I love nachos, and I eat so much bad food. So it's been a work in progress for me to stay eating kind of clean. I mean, there's cupcakes downstairs that I'm gonna go eat after this, but I try my best to eat as much clean food as I can while simultaneously drinking a lot of water and trying to take care of my body. It's really important right now that we take care of our bodies, but we also take care of our minds. So I'm gonna make an entire video on how our brain chemistry changes under stress and prolonged fear. So stay tuned for that. But it's really important that we're doing the best that we can with what we have. You know, everything that I just listed in this video might seem overwhelming, but like I said, this is just my approach. You could cut out 5 of the things that I said and just try to do 1 or 2 key things throughout the day and just implement something small. And like I said, it's important right now to start small because changing our lives overnight is so stressful. Try not to be stressed. Try to see the positive thing in staying home. Try to see the good that can come out of this, and remember that our thoughts are so vital. What we think is what we become. What we meditate on is what happens. Our brain is so powerful. So if you can learn to think more positively, you will live a better life, and it's all about the brain. Now remember, I have my bachelor's degree on the human mind, on psychology, and I have studied it for a very long time. Brain chemistry is really important to me, so take care of your mind, take care of your body, try not to be stressed out. Anyway, enough rambling. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like these kinds of videos, be sure to smash the like button and let me know in the comment section down below, and I will continue to make these kinds of videos for as long as you guys want to watch them. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next one.